big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Blue hunts. Whole team count, that's a big number.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They run. It's Gurley. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down, Rams.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being full.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
No. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Goff. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 46 yards, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention for this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott, and that's Elliott, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Throwing, Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
From the 30 on second down. Goff. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Goff now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's second down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a carry for the big fella. This is Jameis Olawale. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Elliott.
Let's go, baby. A gain of 6. And the Cowboys first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, Elliott. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go, 47.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's got it. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott taking it in. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's third down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. To throw is gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's gone. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit,
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Tiger.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Malik Collins in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check 43.
Elliott. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
47.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott looking for Cooper. That's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
kill. Turn it up.
A first down carry by Elliott. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
All day, dog.
Now it's all to Wally. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. On first down, Elliott. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
There you go. Yes, Mike. You don't know no better. Tight guard, tight guard, tight guard.
They'll turn to the power game at Olawale. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Elliott a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. Back now in Arlington, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Marr now to kick this one away. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And intercepted a third time. Picked off Byron Jones.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
And I think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
It's our time. It's our 26.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Maher is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cook, and that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It's Christian Covington who notches the sack there.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Back to throw. Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Here we go. Here we go. Going to 54. Wide in. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. 126.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would...
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Head down to my nails, my man.